Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Early Career Academic. On this channel I explore how I use the Passion Planner to set personal and professional goals. In this video I'm going to be planning out the week of, I think it's the 4th of June through the 11th, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm excited to plan that with you now. Before I get to that, I just want to remind everyone I am a Passion Planner ambassador. And there's an affiliate link in the description of this video and a discount code. Now, those links and codes will be changing soon, I think, assuming they let me back into the ambassador program next cycle. So I will put the new ones in as soon as I have them, but just check back at the latest video or the About page if you want to pick yourself up some Passion Planner merch. All right, let's get into it. So let me show you the current week. Okay. As you can see, I have a rainbow theme going because it is Pride Month after all, and I love rainbows. I'm an ally, but I also love rainbows. Both things. I love this spread. Love that it was, like, for being a rainbow spread, relatively minimal in terms of color, because I didn't do color blocking and stuff, as you can see. I did like a little bit of memory keeping, but a lot of it was like, what am I doing this day? Wednesday was like, that day was kind of a wash because I dropped my daughter off at daycare for the first time. I was kind of a wreck most of the day. I did get some work done and some meal prepping, but I was kind of useless. And then I ended up having to pick her up early anyway because she threw up. It's a whole thing. I'm like regretting, not entirely regretting my decision to start daycare now, but this is kind of what I was afraid of. Not that they would do a bad job, but just that she's so young and she still has like a sensitive stomach and she's not as independent as I wish she was for going into daycare, you know. And I just don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Haven't decided yet if I'm just going to pull her out for the rest of the summer or what. So we're going to try to give it another go next week at least, and then if that still is not like great, then I'll probably have to make some decisions. But anyway, so that was kind of a wash day in terms of work. Today was actually better. I will say this is the longest I've gone without doing academic writing or research, between everything that went on in May and teaching summer classes and everything. Like, it's just falling to the wayside, and I'm like trying not to stress out about it too much. I'm going to try to pick it up this weekend. But I did get a lot of portfolio work done today, and I'm like really excited about that because, you know, I have my promotion coming up. So let's talk about next week. Okay. Look at this. I didn't even date. I'm so far, I'm like, whew, okay, where are we? Okay, it is the 4th. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I know if you've been watching, you know I don't use date stickers normally, but I do have some like I could use, but they create weird bumps at the top. So I just like to write in the dates. Also, you can skip a week. Like, I don't, you know, I normally at least date out the whole next month, but obviously I haven't done that for June yet. Okay, let me get out. I'm a little scrambled because I'm not used to doing these in the evening. And I am doing them in the evening in case you missed it because my husband is working second shift this month and that is not ideal. It is nice having him here in the mornings because like he can watch the baby while I do some work. But then I really miss him in the evenings. And, you know, then obviously like one of us is almost always working, and that is not ideal. So anyway, but also like my brain is a little fresher in the morning. Not that you would know it from these videos, but so if I feel a little like out of it, it's for that reason. So I am going to try like some new things. Oh, by the way, these are the stickers I'm going to use this week. I'm just keeping with the rainbow theme, just going for it. I may continue the whole month. I'm not sure. I picked up some new stickers when I was in Stanton, these from this little boutique shop, and I picked up some other ones that I might bring in if I get tired of the rainbows or once we get to the end of June. We'll see. We'll see what I'm feeling. But these for this week, these are fuzzy, so I think that's going to be fun, like texture-wise. And this is gigantic. And actually, I waffled about using it because it's so big, but this week is a good week to use it because I do not have a lot of scheduled meetings. It's definitely like dying down because of summer and most people being on 9-month contracts and stuff. I definitely don't have admin meetings like I normally do. So that's nice. I'm getting my, I just realized I also did not pick out washi to go with my rainbows. So I have my rainbow washi, or I could like pick a color to kind of like balance it out. Tricky. These rainbows are not in the same like color, you know, area. So I think what we'll do, ooh, you know what we'll do? Let's use a neutral washi. This is gonna be a combo spread of like books and rainbows. That's what we're going with. So my glue stick for later. Let's do the washi first. Okay, so as I was saying before, I need to come up with some strategies for like jump starting my academic writing. I think I am experiencing some like resistance anxiety, and you know, maybe you all watching can relate to this for whatever it is you find yourself resisting, like whatever work it is you find yourself resisting. I know it's fairly common in academia, like when we are anxious about something, then we don't do it, then we get more anxious because we're not doing it. It's like a whole thing. And I have a couple of strategies that have worked really well for me to snap me out of it. Because what started as like, I can't do it because we're traveling or because I have to turn in grades or like legitimate reasons why I couldn't fit it in, has just like snowballed into like, let me go make blueberry puree for my daughter instead of my academic work. And we all know that as nutritious as blueberry spinach puree is for a toddler or for a 7-month-old, it doesn't need to happen, especially in the time I have to do writing. So I'm gonna cut this down like I did the other months because I don't need all these things. Where did I put my scissors? Here they are. So yeah, one of the things I do to snap myself out of resistance mode is I pick something really small to get the ball rolling. For me, that's not hard. Like there are small tasks waiting for me. But that just tells you how much in resistance mode I am, because I could easily do that and the tasks add up and then, you know, the whole thing, you snap out of it. But I'm clearly in major resistance mode at the moment because I can't, you know, even bring myself to do those small tasks. So I'm gonna put this like right here. Let me think. Other things I do to snap myself out of it. Sometimes I go the other way and I go for the big thing that's scaring the crap out of me. I set aside the small task and I just go for it, because sometimes it helps if you get that like shitty first draft out, you know, and it just like gets you over the hump and you can keep going. Or sometimes I switch tasks, like I switch projects or I switch tasks and I come back to it. Maybe I need a little break, you know, a little perspective, time. That's a good strategy too. I'm not knocking it. That's definitely something. But if you have strategies, I would love to know. Leave a comment on this video for snapping yourself out of a funk to get things going on stuff you want to do, but you also don't want to do. That's kind of where I'm at. In this project that I'm working on presently, I think partly because this project is like once I finish this, I have another big one coming toward me. It's also contributing to my resistance anxiety, because even though it's an exciting project, I haven't had time to think about it or do research for it really. So it's contributing to it because I'm like, oh God, when I finish this, you know, thing that needs to happen, I have that waiting for me. And it's hard because normally I have a better idea of like what I'm doing for a given project than I do for this particular one, but I just had no time to really work on it this semester, so I know that's part of it. In fact, that might be something I try. A strategy to get me through the resistance hurdle is to just like give it a brainstorm. Sometimes that helps, like give it a good brainstorm sesh, write out a list of things I know I need to do for it, just to like know that I've like thought about it a little bit so I can move on and do the things I'm supposed to be doing. So that's another strategy potentially. Other things I have done, I think fairly successfully, is, this is gonna like sound really nerdy, but I'm a nerd. I mean, that's why we're here. I read like books on academic writing or blogs or whatever. What is happening with this sticker? And for some reason, it very often just kind of like snaps me out of my funk and I can like, you know, rally. Should I put these like along the bottom or should I put them at the top? I'm gonna put them at the top. I'm gonna put them right here. We'll see, because they're not gonna all fit. I'm just gonna put them at the top and see what happens. So I have a book that I posted on my stories a while ago, a couple weeks ago, on academic writing, and I'm excited to, I've read like the first chapter, I think. Oh, man, this is not an ad for Love Pipsticks. Lipstick stickers, because these are like, the backing is so stuck to the plastic that it's pulling away from the felt on top. Anyway, so that's another strategy, to potentially immerse yourself in some like inspirational stuff on academic writing. That's why I honestly create some of it too, like for accountability's sake, but also it's the kind of content I like consuming, so I like also producing it. I, like, for example, don't feel intimidated or scared off by other people's like overly ambitious writing schedules and stuff. Like, I like reading about that and find it invigorating, but I know it can like do the opposite thing to some folks. So like a note of caution is to be careful of that strategy. If it's going to make you feel worse about yourself, don't do it, because the whole point is to snap you out of it. So that's another thing I do sometimes. Writing group, I think, has a similar effect, like talking about my work with other academics who are also in the trenches. It can like, and even just having like wanting to come to group with something to talk about, like something I did, can sometimes help. It's just like I want to like contribute. So, but I think part of my resistance also is like, I'm just tired. It was like a crazy semester. I was a new parent for the first time and doing it all while working full time. And I think my body's like, okay, are we at summer yet? And while I do want there to be plenty of like rest time, it can't all be rest time. Like, I've made too many commitments for it to be that. So, okay, final rainbow. And for you folks at home, what is happening here is I'm creating like a bump situation where the rainbows overlap. I will say that's less than ideal, but I don't care. I don't care, it looks pretty. I think I need to put some like stuff down here to bring the color on this side of the page. Look at me doing all of the like the fancy work before the practical stuff for a change. That's, as I said, partly because I do not have as many fixed appointments and stuff next week, because it is summer for a lot of people. So I think what I might start doing also to help me is time blocking my days in my Google Calendar. If you've looked at my stories in the past on Instagram, you know that I do that sometimes, especially when I'm feeling like, oh my god, how am I going to squeeze it all in? Now I will say, with baby care, the times can get a little wonky, because her schedule is definitely more predictable now than it was. So that's easier, but it's not precise, it's like a baby. So, and what you can do, what you're able to accomplish when she's awake is a variable that you just don't know. So what I like to do is create a little, in the Google Cal, I do kind of block 1, block 2, I kind of have an idea of how many blocks, if you will, I can potentially have while she's awake, and then I have nap 1, nap 2, things that I want to do in those naps. And that is actually useful to me, because then when the naps come, assuming I don't have massive resistance mode going on, I don't have to think hard about what to do in that nap time. I can just jump in to whatever I had planned. So that's the plan anyway. That's the plan, Stan. We'll see if it helps. So yeah, this weekend my husband works Saturday, and then he's off Sundays and Mondays. So that's the other wrinkle this month that I think is making it hard for me to buckle up and do what I want to do. I just think being out of our normal routine is always a challenge. And we've never done this with a baby in the picture, so for us it's a learning curve again. And it's always an adjustment, even before the baby, and it sucks because just about when you get used to it, then he goes back to regular day shift schedule. And you have to readjust all over again. Although I think I find that adjustment a little easier in some ways, because then at least our work times are aligned. So when we're off together, and we're off completely, and that's kind of nice. Look how cute. I think this is turning out so cute. I also have these fuzzy stars I might bring in, but we're gonna give it a star break here for a sec so I can actually put some plans in this business. Also, as I said, I'm filming this at night, so I may turn the light on here, but I kind of like this golden hour glow thing going on. Okay, what am I doing this week? I think I'm going to keep the appointments themselves pretty neutral because of all the rainbows. So, I think I have a meeting Wednesday, 1 to 3. And then I've got therapy this week, I think 10. And then 2:30, I have writing group. We are talking about making another writing group time for the summer months, because a lot of people go away for the weekend and they go on Fridays, and then this is my friend's birthday, and I just don't know what time the party is. So what I might do is put a sticky note. Bring out my cool new sticky notes. I'm gonna put bright pink. I think it'll be, you know, obviously afternoon sometime. I just don't know if it'll be like early or not. So we're gonna put her birthday. This reminds me that it's happening. Unfortunately, my husband can't come because he will be working. So it'll just be me and my daughter going, but we'll have fun. We will have fun regardless. Okay, what else? What else? Do I want to next week? Yeah, let's do that, because I think we're gearing up here work-wise for the summer classes that I'm teaching, and it would be nice to have a sneak peek of what's going on next week. And then writing stickers, meeting stickers, videos. Oh, I just covered up all my space for videos. That's okay. We will make this work. Oh, yeah, this doesn't have, we're out of video stickers on that. We're on to this one. So, we'll start with the red, the beginning of the rainbow. And when do my videos? I have a video going up this day. And a video, nope, let's keep going in the rainbow. We'll just like copy this rainbow. Or should I go straight from like, I think I should go to the yellow and then like blue or green. Okay, video going up. Oh, am I switching to the 2 video? I think I am. If you were voting, would you do video release Tuesday or Thursday if I'm going back to a 2 video schedule? Probably Tuesday. You didn't get, you know, I didn't wait for your vote, but please vote in the comments if you have thoughts on that. I still am not sure if I'm doing 2 videos or if I'll have more than that to share with you, but I think the 2 video format for summer is where it's at, because there's just not as much interest in planner content in the summer, and I also don't have as many ideas, and you know, it's fine if we like pull back a little bit. I don't think it's gonna ruin my channel or anything, but let me know in the comments if you have thoughts on that. I do have some like, dang these, you know what, we're not doing that. Don't want to frustrate myself. I'm having like a good time and I don't want to ruin it. I do have some fun stuff coming up in this month. There is the Passion Roadmap review, so I will be like redoing it essentially to update it with new goals and stuff like that. I'm really excited for that because I've accomplished a lot of the stuff I set out to in the first 6 months of the year, and I'm just excited to kind of like revisit it and make different decisions and, you know, so on and so forth. So next week, let's take a look at summer class stuff. So I just did this stuff. This is what I will be grading next week. Spreadsheets, annotations, and outlines. And I have 2 classes. All right, and then the following week it will be rough drafts, example MPs, I'm drawing a blank. Whew. Can't even remember what I've in plans. That's coming up, and then my daughter's also turning 8 months next week, the week after this. Whew, it's just like crazy. My mother-in-law's birthday. I think that's it. Okay. So just some things to look ahead for next week. Okay, to-dos. So this is also Plan With Me. And this video if I didn't delete it on accident, will be probably my promotion portfolio list video. Hoping not, but I just realized I did a digital declutter recently and I might have deleted it on accident. So here we are. Yeah, I'm hoping to have all this stuff done in this week anyway. I really would like to plow through this weekend. I have some miscellaneous tasks that I would need to do. I'm doing this right now. Yeah, I'm hoping not to bring any of that stuff over to this week. I have stuff, like new stuff I need to give my students. This is for daycare, reminding me of some additional items to bring. Yeah. And then I have a grant meeting I need to prepare for, feedback to students, and then I have the academic writing stuff that I want to do. And I'm just going to put little, oh, yeah. My little, turn on. I might need to charge it. Oh no, okay, good. I just realized, because I film with my phone, that I cannot use this currently because you need your phone to connect to it and tell it what to print. I will come back though and print that out. I will, however, jot down in each day a to-do item that I need to do every day. Normally, I wouldn't put it on the weekends, but I do want to get a little done. Not on Sundays. My husband's off. Mondays, he's technically off too, but I have to do a little work. But these days, because he's not off on those days, like, I might as well take advantage and do some work in those days. What else? Anything else? Oh, yeah, the academic writing that I should be, well, that depends on kind of what I get done to this week. Let's look at my, if you haven't had a chance to look at my summer Gantt chart, what should I be working on? So I still have some more portfolio stuff to do. I should be switching to the new project next week is the thing. So start MC project. So yeah, I'd like to plow through the portfolio stuff also. I think I said that I would work on my portfolio letter when my daughter is in daycare. But I think I might be able to get all the other stuff out of the way this week. So I'm gonna put it here as a reminder that I should be working on it, but I think that'll probably be like the main thing that I have left, hopefully. It'd be so nice to have that all squared away off my plate. Okay, is that it currently? This week's focus. Academic writing. It needs to be this week's focus. Yeah, I actually think we're looking good. I'm gonna jot my habits down. You don't need to be here for that part. I think that's it for this plan with me. Thank you so much for watching. I know it was a little rambly, maybe not as long as some of my videos, but longer than others. It was actually a lot of fun. I loved the rainbows. I love chatting at y'all. Please leave a note in the comments if you have thoughts about my video schedule or anything that I mentioned in the video. Thanks, and give this video a thumbs up if you get the chance, and I will see you back here soon. Take care. Have a good one. Happy Pride.